that we had with this, and I asked that the consortium, and many of the delegates will be asking various superintendents throughout Washington County to re-examine this, joining this consortium, which we have. It is a big issue because of the things that I just mentioned, and we had shown the charter to the WISD. They could not say, well, it's not wrong. They couldn't say anything about it. And so we have concerns about this. This is indoctrinating our children. And as an American citizen, as a graduate of Will Run, and as a direct descendant of Elbridge Gerry, who was one of our founding fathers, he was my great-great-great-great-grandfather. He signed the Declaration of Independence, was vice president under James Madison. I have a concern. As a parent in the Will Run district, I have a concern too. And I just ask that you please further educate yourself on the International Baccalaureate. And this money that goes over there, and it's on the Will Run website, encouraging the kids to enroll over there. That money goes to Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva, Switzerland. That's our tax money. Now we've asked Attorney General Schuette about the Logan Act, if this would fall under that, where we cannot enter into an agreement with a foreign entity. Only the federal government can. He hasn't got back with us yet. But I ask that the school board and our superintendent please re-educate yourself on this. Look at Agenda 21 and the International Baccalaureate. I thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. Ms. Gia Seals.
Yes, my name is Gia Seals, and I have two children that attend Will Run High School. One is a junior and one is a senior in high school. My high school student, AJ, Adam Seals, is in the special education classroom where he's being taught. I have huge concerns, along with my family member, my aunt, as well as we've been big supporters over here at Will Run High School since my son has been attending here. My youngest son is here, Jaleel Miller's in government class right now, and he's here for one of his projects as well to go back and explain what he learned here today at the Board of Education meeting. He's had some really big concerns as well as far as his brother being treated fairly, his learning process in the special ed classroom, that I'm unable to work due to I'm having to come to school to supervise my son because he's not able to be handled here in the school. And I feel as a parent, it's a huge concern. How is my son getting his education? How is he being suspended for different things that he's doing in school? And he has a disability, and he has out of range as far as what he's supposed to do. But as teachers, we're supposed to be here to guide and to educate and get these children to do what they need to do so he can have a successful life once he's outside of Will Run High School. I had been threatened today as far as to take my sons both out of the school district because of what's going on here at Will Run High School, and the unprofessionalism as far as even the administrative staff. Not anything against Ms. Siski, but I've made contact with her as well. But as far as the administrative staff in the front office there and how things are handled, I feel like as a parent, my son Jaleel was approached by the principal today concerning some adult issues that Jaleel shouldn't have been involved in, and he was offended by it. And I was told that after he came home from school today. And I'm having some big concerns because of how I'm treated as a parent, because now I'm having to I'm only able to be here with my son for an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon. And I would like to be over here quite a bit, but now I'm told that since I've been sitting in school since the 26th of September, that I have to go through some kind of state thing for volunteering in the school, I'm considered maybe even trespassing because I speak to or I talk to the children at Willow Run. Me, I'm not any kind of offender. I'm really encouraging to a lot of the students that are over here that know me because a lot of them spend a lot of time in my home. And I'm just really, it's disheartening for me as a parent to have to go through that. And I've been so supportive and been here in Willow Run High School to support my son and to support other kids as well. And it's a big issue. And some of the people in our community have some concerns about it as well and wanted to know how they could get involved and come to some of the board meetings and voice their opinions as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hicks. So now we have 2 minutes. Ladies first. Oh, I'm sorry. 2.
Well, that's okay.
All right. Superintendent comments?
Tonight.
2 minutes, beginning with Ms. Meadows.
I don't need 2 minutes.
Okay.
Good evening. We went to the MASB, Michigan Association of School Board conference last week, and I was asked to tell you some of the classes that I took. I am going for the Advocacy Skills Certificate, so I took classes that were necessary for that, and the Data Specialty Certificate, and I took classes that were necessary for that. And I also took Policy 101. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Thomas?
I also attended the conference, and I focused more on the new laws that the state legislature unfortunately is starting to look into. I also spent some time, which, and of course, there's the labor laws. As part of that, there are new 10-year laws that have been enacted by our state that will be affecting our staff here at Willow Run. And I felt that it was important for me to learn more about that and become more familiar with it so that I could more effectively lead in that direction. I also attended an Open Meetings Act class, which is the requirements for posting meetings and different types of sessions that we can go into for their closed session. There's certain requirements for that. I also attended an advanced finance class, which taught me more about school finances, how they're run, different types of areas within finance. And also on Sunday, I attended an advanced leadership class that lasted 6 hours. So there's a lot of information, and I'm still going through and repeating and going over what I learned and spent time in classroom, and it was great. I thank the district for allowing me to go.
The classes I took up there included the superintendent evaluations, and actually touched on all of the laws for evaluation, and they're trying to work it out. They've stated right now that by September 13th, or September 2013, 25% of the evaluation for administration and for staff has to be based on student performance. That's the state looking at things, so we'll see what that really comes out to. Also, I took a class on talk about 21st century learning skills and the fact that our kids today are wired in. They learn everything almost immediately. There is no time lag in learning for kids anymore. And if we artificially try to constrain them to old school standards of books that take 8 years to publish, our kids are going to be left so far behind. So we've been looking into making sure we've got the correct technology to keep all that in place. And then the other 3 classes all dealt with data that the teachers in the schools collect and how to appropriately apply data toward each other and figure out how the students are actually doing, and to some degree how the teachers are growing as well.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Stephen?
Well, being new on the board, I attended 101, which is introduction to the board type. It was a 6-hour class, touched on a lot of things, and then took basic law, which talks about our Constitution, confliction of interest, fuel, the liability